Every year in the NFL, it's a new team. As far as goals go, we have one. Putting a f***ing ring on our finger.
Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer Podcast. This is Ralph Phillips.
I'm Molly Day.
Today is January 4th, 2021. Get that stuck in your head. 2021. It's not 2020 anymore. It will be probably June, July, midway through the year that I will finally get it stuck in my head. I will stop writing 2020. It's how it happens every year.
So you're like a full 6 months off.
I am. And you know what else I do?
What?
When it's my birthday, like the day after my birthday, like if I'm 52 or 32 or 27, I will, like the day after my birthday, I'll consider, I'll be like, okay, say I just turned 27, right? It's my birthday. Today's my birthday. I'm 27 years
So like
old.
last year.
The next day, I will start thinking of myself as 28. So when people ask me how old I am, I'll say I'm 28. And then when my birthday is coming up, I'll be like, oh, this is my 29th birthday. I get so confused with it. It's so strange.
I don't know how you remember anything if
I
you
don't,
can't remember how old you are.
I don't, Susan. It's just so. All right, we got a good show for you today because we're going to do a lot of talking about how awesome the Buccaneers are.
Yeah.
We're going to throw in a little bit of how crappy the Falcons are.
Yes.
That's
and then
always makes my day good.
I want to talk a little bit about the the football team because while I was waiting for you just a second ago, I was reading a bunch of shit talk from some of their stupid fans.
Ooh,
and
really?
They think they're going to beat us. Oh my God. You silly people.
They're going to.
Silly people.
They are in for a world of hurt. I'm doing the.
Oh my God! Stop.
What is that? From the Munsters?
Like circa 2005. That was what?
Yeah,
like the Screamo kids?
I like this. This is what you're getting. Flock of seagulls. So, all right. We've got news from around
I can't look at you like that. You gotta fix that.
We got news from around the league. We got a little bit of Bucs news. And we got some fact checks and follow-ups. So let's do fact checks and follow-ups.
All right.
What you got?
Follow-up. I don't know which one this says. Fact check. Number 73 of Detroit is the left guard, not the right guard.
Right.
As I think you said last episode.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And he's a rookie. His number is 73. His name is Jeremiah Jones.
Stop. I'm just looking up.
I'm going to look it up.
I think it was
I'm getting to it,
J
Margaret.
names.
He's the one who, not even close. Jonah Jackson. The only thing I had right there, J's.
Well, the last time our fact check was Jeremiah Ledbetter, not Jeremy Ledbetter. So
Okay.
that might be where you got the
Yeah, I'm
Jeremy.
sure that's what it was. Jonah Jackson, number 73. He's a rookie, plays left guard for the Detroit Lions. He was quite pissy, especially with Golston. He ended up hitting Golston in the headbutting him, pushing him, then got into it with Barrett. And somebody else came up behind Golston, hit him in the back, and somehow JPP ended up getting a flag for it. And also, 73, Jonah Jackson, Jeremiah Johnson, whatever. Jonah Jackson, the rookie left guard for the Detroit Lions, did a blindside block targeting Will Golston. He was a nasty player. Didn't like him. He had a large chip on his shoulder.
Well, I mean,
some people would call it his head.
Out of him, so
yeah,
I mean that'll do it.
That'll do it. All right, what else you got?
We were talking about we had the potential to have 3 players with 10 plus sacks in week 17, and we couldn't quite remember what the breakdown of that was and who it was. It was JPP had 9.5, Devin White had 9, and Shaq Barrett had 8. And
that's pretty
none
much
of
how
them,
it ended up.
Yeah.
Because Sue got a sack. He was the only one that got a sack. So that really surprised me.
I know that we only had 1 sack.
Yeah. It's a good sack, though.
don't remember it.
There's Sue being his usual bear self.
Okay, can we talk about Sue really quick?
Yes.
And Tom Brady. That graphic, Fox's graphic. You know they do little cartoons. Tom Brady was so jacked.
He was
It looked
huge.
Like this is. I want to Photoshop Tom Brady's head on Sue's body because that's what it looked like. That inspiration for that graphic was.
It looked like the Incredible Hulk. I mean, he looked like a superhero. Not that he isn't, but he doesn't really look like a superhero.
He's not built like a superhero.
Right. Yeah, you were talking about doing that while we were watching the game. You were like, we need to do that. No, I did not want to break out Photoshop. I wanted to watch the game.
Maybe this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put it on your list.
I know. And then we asked whether there was an incentive clause in Shaq Barrett's franchise tag. I don't think, from what I could gather, I read the CBA. Not the whole thing, just the part on franchise tags. And I don't think that there are incentives with the franchise tag. Like, the franchise tag is basically just, here's how much money you get based on kind of the average top 5 salaries at the position. It's not quite that. I mean, the calculation is a little more complicated, but it's the gist of it is
right. So you can't add anything extra to it. It's just a flat out contract.
You get this amount of money.
Ain't that something?
And that's it.
I tell you what, we're going to have a lot of tough decisions to make with every team is.
Yeah.
With this free agency coming up,
they got to do something. I don't know.
I know.
They got to fix it.
I mean, there's no way so many players are going to get cut if they only have. I mean, if they drop it, what's it? It's going to be over 50 million, close to 60 million cap less. That's insane. I don't know. They're going to have to do something. There's no way that we can have a cap of 145 million next year after having a cap of 200 million this year. Eesh. Anyhow, I mean, even if the cap stays the same or increases a little bit, we still got a lot of stuff we got to do with our team, man. A lot of people we got to sign and a lot of tough decisions.
And they're all going to be wanting money too.
You know they are.
I mean, not that you can blame them.
No, every single person on this team thinks they're the reason why we're going to the playoffs.
There's only one person that's true for. That's not true. I do want to talk about, that's a good segue into incentives. You know, Sue was up for a bonus based on whether the Bucs defense ended at top 5 in net yards allowed, and we were 6, so he didn't get it. It was like 500,000.
Who was that?
Sue.
He didn't get it?
He didn't get it. We were 6. We were so close. We were one down. $500,000. But
well, you know, maybe Philadelphia, we needed Washington. We needed to allow 100 yards less than Washington Redskins because they're in the 5th spot, and we would have passed them.
Well, and San Francisco is in there now, in the 5th spot. And, yeah, we allowed...
I wonder, did Ronald Jones have a clause in his contract for a 1,000-yard season? Because he came up 22 yards short.
No, I don't think so.
Was it 22 yards? Yeah,
something
I think it was 22
like that.
yards.
He's still on his rookie contract, so I don't know. I don't think so. But Brady, there was a clause in his contract that he got $562,000 if he remained in the top 5 in passing yards this season, and he was third. Yeah, after this.
And he's up for the FedEx Player of the Week again.
Oh, again? That's like the 3rd week in a row that I counted. That's crazy.
And it didn't even make the Pro Bowl. It's like
it's just
such
ridiculous.
A joke.
I know.
He should make the Pro Bowl for being as old as he is out there throwing the football.
I'm saying. He had 40 touchdown passes this season.
40. And what, 12 or 13 interceptions?
13. And it's the 2nd time he's had 40 or more in a season.
Wow. Man, I tell you, we called that one. We called it when we signed him. After looking at some game film and stuff, we were like, oh, he's going to throw a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns, a lot less interceptions than Jameis.
A lot.
What Jameis throw? 30 last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so not even less than half.
I know.
Half the interceptions. Hey,
Crazy.
it made a difference. So, is that it for the fact checks and follow-ups?
Yes.
Not too bad. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
We're slipping a little bit. We we were batting 1,000 for quite a few
Just
weeks.
not doing them.
I'd like for listeners to do this for us.
Do all the heavy lifting. I know. I like it when they call us out when we're wrong.
I know. Well, that's our
Oh,
thing.
you know what? I do have kind of a fact check and follow up that with Kamara being out on the COVID list, I thought that he had tested positive on Friday, but apparently he tested positive the same day Devin White did. So both of them would be available Sunday, but not
if we
Saturday.
had a playoff game
so
Sunday.
Of course, we get the Saturday game, and they get the Sunday game.
And plus, they get to play Chicago. How fair is that? I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? I would like to see them embarrassed by a shitty team in the playoffs.
Would be sweet. I just want to see them get knocked out quick.
Yeah. We're all Bears fans this weekend.
We are all Bear fans.
Honestly, I don't want to see them in the playoffs. Like, I don't know.
They're the only ones that worry me, really.
I mean, I think that we are.
You're talking about New Orleans, right?
Yeah. I think that we're hitting at the right time. We're peaking at the right time. And so maybe we have a better shot than we did.
This is true.
Week 9 when we saw them,
because we played them week 1 and week 9, so the first part of the year.
Yeah. And we are just on fire right now.
On fire.
Fire.
All right. So how about that game?
Okay.
How about that game?
Man,
you know what?
Great.
Here are my notes from the game. And again, I got a little tipsy. I ain't gonna lie. These are my notes.
Those are a lot of. You wrote a lot of words. That's a lot. That's like half a page of words.
I got a lot of scribbles, and it's all scoring. Just about all of it is touchdown, field goal.
So you know what time we scored on like every play.
Well, I mean, it's like all we did. We didn't punt.
I know.
We had no punts.
I know, this is crazy. Listen, this is all our plays, or all our possessions. Ready? Touchdown, field goal, touchdown, field goal, field goal, interception, touchdown, 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 end of game.
That is insane. Mm-hmm. And it was really good. They did exactly what we hoped they were going to do, is they just threw it to Mike Evans until he got his record, and then
thank God he got it, and then he got hurt. But we heard today that it's just a little hyperextension, and he's fine. Mm-hmm. And
MRI came back negative.
He's day today. BA said there's very little swelling.
He wants to play. This is the first playoff
he's going to be playing
7 years.
He'll tape that shit up. He'll have a brace on it like Gronk does.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He'll put some Cybertronics in there. He could be bigger, better, stronger, faster, whatever.
He'll be going and getting juiced up at halftime. Get a little shot in there.
The oil on his hinges.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I saw it, he hyperextended his leg. From the angle they showed it in the broadcast at first, you're like, what? He just dropped the ball. It landed right in his hand.
I know,
he just dropped the ball.
So confused. It hit him right in the numbers.
Yeah. And then he was down. He was hurt. I was like, uh-oh, he must have twisted his ankle or something. And then they showed it. And I was like, oh, man, that looked painful. I've hyperextended my leg like that before, and it is not fun.
All the Twitter doctors were out in full force.
Giving a diagnosis and a timetable for return.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, luckily he was able to, get the MRI done right then and there, and basically came back, no internal damage, just basically a sprained knee. So he'll be there Saturday. We're playing Saturday, 4:00.
8 o'clock. I was wrong. I know.
It's 8?
It's 8. We got the late game. We're in prime time. I know.
That sucks.
I know. I'm going to be drinking coffee at like 4 o'clock.
I'm not going to be able to start drinking beer until 2. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we beat the mess out of Atlanta. And it was exactly like me and you predicted. I mean, I think I had, what was my score?
Oh, I have the scores right here. Hold on.
I predicted
on
40.
my mouse pad. Oh, I said 31-24, so I gave them a little. No, I didn't give them that much credit. You said 41-30,
And it was
the
44
final
to
score 44-27.
Yes.
I didn't give the Bucs enough credit.
No, you didn't. Have you been watching this team? Well, we're unstoppable.
I
There's
mean,
nobody in this
they're
league that can stop.
outrageous.
Yeah. And, plus we got our running game. Rojo's back. He was killing it.
Shit, we had two. This is crazy. Antonio Brown, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chris Godwin, 133 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Damn.
I know. Mike Evans, 46 yards. Just outrageous.
That's insane.
2 fumble recoveries. Ooh, they had 4 fumbles.
They fumbled 4 times?
Yeah. Y'all got some butterfingers.
They're a horrible football team.
We were trying to make sure Raheem did not get that job.
I want him to get the job. I do. I really do.
So we get to face him
Oh.
2 years at least.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, unfortunately, that whole coaching staff is going to be gone,
Yeah.
and pretty much the whole team. I mean, they might keep some people. Grady Jarrett on defense, they'll keep him.
Yeah, they just signed him in the offseason.
But then again, depending on who they get as a coach, coaches like their own players, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be weird not having Matt Ryan in this division anymore. He could go to Carolina.
I know. I was just thinking that too.
Yeah.
I think I saw a thing from Matt Rule that said that Teddy Bridgewater needs to do a lot of work in the offseason. It's like, oh, that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Rebuild. Well, remember we said look at Matt Rule's quarterback from Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
See if he's coming in there. I don't know. I don't know anything about him, but we had mentioned that during the offseason. I wonder if that's a possibility.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
So we just we just walked up down the field and scored on them, and they scored on us too. But it's hard to stop Atlanta. Dirk Cutter, he's good.
People were complaining about our defense for the game, and I'm like, you can be a little. They did put up 27 points, but I'm like, it's Matt Ryan and Calvin Ridley was hot coming in, and
Dirk Cutter.
We actually held Ridley to 52 yards. Their highest receiver was Gage. He had 91 yards and a touchdown. So they didn't have a 100-yard receiver. Matt Ryan only threw for 265 yards.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't upset with the defense at all, especially considering, Barrett was out, Devin White was out, Ledbetter couldn't play.
Yeah. Kevin Minter led the team in tackles. He had 9. 6 solo. Levante David was right behind him with 8.
And, of course, everybody knows about Donovan Smith tossing. Who was that guy? 55? Was it 55?
Stephen Means.
Stephen Means,
Defensive
Earl
end.
linebacker.
I don't know. No, he's defensive end.
He played linebacker for us.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that was embarrassing. On that AB touchdown. He just tossed that dude.
Yeah, he did. It was great.
And there was, on the interception at the end of the play, Ali Marpet, you couldn't quite see where his hand was. He looked like he chokeslammed somebody. Like he...
On what interception?
At Brady's interception at the end of the play. Ali Marpet. He got nasty. You don't remember?
He chokeslammed somebody?
Yeah.
Tom Brady threw an interception.
Yes.
And Ali Marpet chokeslammed somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember that.
No.
I do not remember that.
Well, that's going to be fun on the game film. Watching that. It's going to be a surprise. Maybe that's why Detroit was so fun.
I didn't remember anything. No, that's the thing about the game film. It's you always see a different game, because you're seeing it from different angles and you're able to see everything. So it's a different game than what you see in broadcast. It just is every single time. So I get like 3 different games from one game. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Put on some good music. Watch them all 22.
Is that how you do it?
That's exactly how I do it. Winfield with how about that fumble recovery? That was nice.
I thought for sure. I did not think he was down, and I'm still not completely convinced.
They
Because
got
it looked to me like he didn't get the ball till he got up again. Because they called him down.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it looked like the ball came out, he was down, and then he stood up and then scooped up the ball and scored. I just don't think that there was enough to overturn it, but maybe they had a different angle.
I thought it was pretty obvious once they showed the one angle with the guy's hand on him. But like you said, I had to go back and look at it, but he might not have had possession of the ball at that time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he had the ball until he was.
They should have gave him a touchdown. Come on.
I know. It was so close. We scored 44 points. Like, what's another 7?
Yeah. Give the guys points, man. That was 51 points. We scored two weeks in a row. We scored over 40 points. It's the first time Buccaneers have ever done that before.
I know. Isn't that cool?
How about that? How many have we scored? We had like 5 games this year over 40 points. We only had 2 games. I said at the beginning of the year we weren't going to score under 21 points all season. We had 2 games that were under 21 points. We had one where we scored 3 points. Who was that against? New Orleans?
Yeah.
And then that was week 9?
Yes.
Okay. And then we had another game where we scored 17 points.
Was that the Bears?
Yeah, Chicago. So we averaged 29 points a game. 28.9, I think. Dang.
It's outrageous.
44. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure how many times we scored over 40 points, but I want to say it was 5.
I think it's 4. And 3 of them came at the last part of the season.
We came out of the bye week, and I was pretty confident we were gonna win all out. You know, but I said we only need to win 2. Mm-hmm. Most likely we're gonna win all of them. And we did.
Like convincingly.
Yeah.
Like we beat the crap. This is why Washington does not scare me. Because we beat shitty teams. Like bad. Come on. No, no, I don't feel bad about that. They're 7-9, sneaking in the playoffs. I mean, the Giants were giving them a run for their money at 6-10. You know? Like, get out of here. Like, you're not a good team.
How mad were Giants fans? You know they were so mad when Philadelphia pulled all their starters, put their second string. They were only behind by 6, and they didn't even try to score.
I know.
It was hilarious. You know, I didn't really care whichever one. You know, I was like, I'll play the Redskins or Giants. I don't care. We'll beat either one.
We'll beat
of them.
all of you.
Yeah, we'll play both of them at the same time.
I know. Beat one with the other.
I'll pick you up by the ankles and beat you to death. So, you know, Molly was like, you wanted to play the Redskins, right? No, you wanted to play the Giants.
Not really. Yeah, I want to play the Giants. I mean, just a low-hanging fruit, you know?
Well, here was my thing. We've been to the playoffs twice since we won the Super Bowl. Super Bowl was the last time we won a playoff game. In 2007, I think it is. This will give us some fact-check and follow-up material right here. We played the Washington Redskins, and they knocked us out in the wild card. Then the next time we went to the playoffs, it was against the Giants, and they knocked us out. So this is going to be sweet, sweet revenge against the Redskins. And maybe next year we'll do the Giants. So I was fine either way. I was like, you know, I really want to beat the Redskins. So, you know, that's nice. We get to play them, but it would have been nice to.
We're in Redskins country. Do you think if we wear our Bucs gear out in public, someone will
that is so
try to talk shit to us?
That is so funny. Today is the first day all season long I've seen somebody wearing Redskins gear. It just now dawned on me. Yeah, I was talking to him at 7-Eleven.
That is so funny. Ralph and I used to talk about this all the time because we're in Redskins country and they've been terrible forever. When they got RG3, it was like you saw RG3 jerseys everywhere. But then, as soon as they start losing, like they're off the bandwagon.
They disappear totally.
Yeah, they disappear completely. So it's been like 5 years since I've seen anyone sport any Redskins gear.
Yeah.
It's like I'm out in force.
Yeah, that's funny. I didn't even think about it because I would have said something to the dude. I was like, "Oh, you finally broke out your Redskins gear. You make the playoffs."
Wait, was it football team gear or was it the Redskins? Like old logo or new logo?
No, it was old.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, ain't nobody bought none of
nobody's bought any. Why would you?
No. What is it? WT?
Well, I kind of want to go to
WFT.
the thrift stores around here and get some of the Redskins gear, like the old logo,
So we
because
can burn
maybe it'll be like something I can pass down to my grandchildren. That will be a collector's item. And sell it on
I'm thinking
future
so we could,
eBay.
Burn it this weekend in effigy before the game.
Yeah, we can do that too.
We can. I know some people that'll probably be willing to give up their Redskins gear. Let me see. We had, the Falcons in the third quarter, about halfway through the third quarter, they had 28 rushing yards. It is incredible at how we just shut down running games.
Okay, but you know what they ended?
What?
They had 127 rush
Really?
yards at the end. Hill had 94. He had a 62-yard long, so that was...
I don't remember. Oh, that's that one where he went down
the... Sean Murphy-Bunting saved... Or Winfield? I think
it was SMB.
But it was like a touchdown saving.
He popped out that edge, and I think JPP was over there, and you were saying he got held. I didn't see it, but...
I mean, it's the default if they pop off a run like that.
Yeah, right. Sure.
I'm sure there was holding. There was a really bad hold at the beginning where the dude grabbed David by the jersey and like pulled him straight down. So I don't know how they didn't see it or call it, but I was screaming.
Yeah,
that was early in the game.
With that JPP thing, I wonder. Let me see. That was on the left-hand side if you're looking at the defense. So JPP was over there. Barrett probably would have been over there. JPP would have been the other side. So that wouldn't have happened if Barrett was over there. And I'm not saying it was JPP's fault, but he did get pushed to the inside. He didn't contain that edge. And then there was nobody out there once the running back got out to the outside. Let me see. I'm looking at my notes. Man, it's just score. Rojo touchdown. 81 touchdown.
Oh, I've got something.
Godwin touchdown. Good Lord.
Jaden Mickens had a 28-yard long kick return. Right?
Because it went into the end zone, and he ran it out, and he got 3 yards past the 25. Yeah.
He had 51 yards on kick returns.
SMB had a strip and fumble recovery. Remember that?
Kind of. I remember clipping that one.
He had a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what BA was saying. And SMB had an interview, and he said, "I'm glad that the coaching staff never gave up on me."
No. There was a couple times during the season I was like, I need to give up on this dude. Put him back in the...
They'll probably draft some secondary guys.
Yeah.
Shore it up a little bit. Oh, how about that interception, though? It was Scotty Miller's fault. It was not Tom.
No, it wasn't even one of them's fault, if you ask me. It was the ground's fault. I mean, I thought that Miller caught the ball. He just... things went weird. He kind of caught it with his helmet in his arms. And as he was going to the ground, it just boop. And that was one of those interceptions where the defense had nothing to do with it, and it was pure luck. It popped out right into that dude's hands. He was just standing there, and it was like, oh, hey, here's the ball. So, don't try to take credit for that one, Atlanta. We gave you that one. That was a gift from the gods.
The football gods.
The football gods gave you pity.
Well, and I think that they just got a field goal off of it. I think the defense held them. So it's not even like it. Yeah, they got a field goal. Which is embarrassing. Like, what are you doing? You can't win like that.
Let's
Seriously.
see. Levante David, Kevin Minter, and Jamal Dean all played every single 72 snaps on defense. There were 72 snaps on defense.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they had 71 plays. Atlanta.
How they had 71 plays?
Yeah, that's
72
what
snaps.
maybe there was a penalty or something.
Hmm.
I don't know. They led in time and possession. They had the ball 33 minutes. We had it 26.
I think it's been that way all year. You know, I think we started off the year having good time of possession, and then now it's like we don't even care.
We don't need it that long.
Yeah, just give us the ball. Let's throw it 3 or 4 times.
We're gonna let you run the clock out on yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna wish you had that time back.
I know. Like, do something with it.
Sue played 78% of the snaps. It's about average for him, I guess. Jason Pierre-Paul played 92%. Okay. Murphy-Bunting played 96%. He was the tied for second highest, right behind all the guys that played 100%.
Dang.
Murphy-Bunting and Winfield both had 96% of the snaps. So that's cool. You know, I like to see that. I like to see rotation on the defensive line. And we had a lot of that. Khalil Davis, he only got 19%. He only played 14 snaps. That's the crummy. Pateo, he got 17 snaps. I don't even remember seeing him out there. Do you remember him? And Cam Gill got 9.
Oh, didn't he get a sack? I felt like he
so.
got a sack. So did they get 2? Oh, he must have combined with Sue on that one, maybe.
I remember he did something good.
I thought he got his first sack, but they credited Sue with it. That Pato... Okay, Greg Allman doing the Lord's work here told us how to pronounce that Pato... It's Potoae.
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 Potoae. We'll sit here and
I
practice
know, we're
it.
just going to keep saying it. Repeat it. It's like a Hooked on Phonics episode.
Whatever happened to Hooked on Phonics? You remember that?
No, you know,
Man, you're
infomercials
showing
aren't a
your
thing
age.
anymore.
What was that, in the 90s?
Where's all my millennials at?
Hooked on Phonics. Wow. I bet there's a lot of people listening to this that are going, what?
Yeah, what? No, don't remember.
There's a lot of people that weren't born
Comment
until
below
2000
if
or
you
so.
remember Hooked on Phonics.
Yeah, let us know. No, let us know if you remember it, once you remember about it, and also let us know if you didn't, if you have no idea what we're talking about. That was like that we were talking about it the other day. Remember that? It's apply to the forehead.
Oh, yeah, head on.
Head on. Apply to the forehead. Ugh. Insane stuff, man.
Back when we watched regular TV, now we don't even have cable.
Yeah, we haven't had cable for a decade.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
5 years, maybe.
Yeah. But we had cable, but we had a DVR box. We never watched cable. We just watched what we had recorded. Big difference. So,
we crushed the Falcons.
yep, it felt good. I ain't mad about it, that's for sure.
I am so happy that it's Black Monday and there is absolutely nothing we have to talk about with the Bucs.
It's been a long time.
It's been so long. And I hadn't even really paid attention to it. I did pull up an article about what's happened so far. Not as much, I feel like, as in years past. And then I also saw there were teams signing futures contracts. And I was like, wow, I wonder if the Bucs did. And then I was like, oh, we're not worried about the future right now. It's still 2020 in Bucs world. We're worried about the playoffs.
Yeah, normally it's this time of year we're doing mock drafts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. We're still kind of depressed at this point.
Well, everybody else is doing mock drafts.
Yeah. We're all like, this is the best team ever. We don't need anybody.
Don't
Keep everyone.
fire anybody.
Every year. Okay, let's go through the Black Monday casualties. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. The Chargers fired Anthony Lynn. That one surprised me. I did not see that one coming. They ended with a 7-9 record.
They could have made the playoffs if they were in the NFC East.
I know, exactly.
And Sherbert did great.
I know.
Right? I mean, didn't he have broke the rookie record for touchdowns or yards in the season?
Yeah, he broke some records, and he they had 4 consecutive victories at the end of the season, 3 divisionals. So that one surprises me. I just don't think.
How long was he coach of the Chargers?
This was his 4th year. Yeah. He made 1 playoff appearance in 4 years, though. I know. Dang. That's what I'm saying. They had a 12-4 record in 2018.
Well,
I just.
Yeah, I know we went over this at the beginning of the year, but what city are they in again?
LA.
Okay. I get so confused with those teams over there.
I know. But I don't know. It just surprises me. That one was shocking. Another one in the AFC West, Denver announced that John Elway will take on a new role. They did not fire him. He will still serve as the president of football operations, but they're going to hire a GM. So he's being demoted.
Ooh, he ain't going to take to that.
Yeah, he's got the title, basically. And then...
Wait a minute. He's got the title of GM?
No, he's got the title of president of football operations.
So he's basically the GM's boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll like that. Yeah,
but if you're signing a general manager and that was his job, that's a demotion. They're taking stuff away from him. They're like, hey, you're a GM. You suck.
They've actually done a lot better than I thought they were going to do with him over there. But we'll see. There's still plenty of opportunity to blow up. They signed him to a 10-year,
good God,
$100 million contract.
What?
Yeah. We're talking about John Gruden, right?
No, John Elway.
Oh.
The Broncos. Focus. Oh, my God. Wrong John.
Yeah.
No, John Gruden already has a GM, Mike Mayock. Remember?
Yeah. So, okay, repeat John Elway has been demoted from general manager.
Yeah. He's president of football operations. So they're going to sign a general manager.
Okay.
So, one more team to compete with Atlanta. And Carolina. They're looking for a GM. No surprise here, but the Jags fired Doug Marrone. They went 1-15. He's had 3 consecutive losing seasons. Oof.
Yeah,
the poor Jaguars.
God, it's been 3 years? I thought it was just a couple years ago where they were in the playoffs. They're the weirdest team. They looked strong, had that great defense. Everybody was thinking, just get rid of Blake Bortles and it'll be awesome. They had the great receivers, good strong running games. They had Hurts and was it Alan Watts? Who was it? Was it Alan Watts? Anyhow, they had these great receivers, and then they had a good strong running game and a monstrous defense, and they went to the AFC, deep into the AFC playoffs.
Yeah, they made it to the championship in 2017 in his first year as head coach.
Right. Okay.
They finished 10-6.
And then since then, they've just sucked.
Yeah.
That team blew up, man. Implosion.
And the Lions, of course, we already knew that they fired their head coach, but they're going to interview Chiefs Bieniemy. Bieniemy?
Yeah.
I think that's how you say his name. Which the league loves him. I feel like he's interviewed for every job.
Yeah, you hear him all the time. What is he, the Chiefs, is he the offensive coordinator?
Yes.
That's Andy Reid's offense. That happens all the time.
Maybe that's why he never makes it past the interviews, because they figure out it's Andy Reid. It's not. Yeah,
he don't know what's going on.
Or maybe he doesn't interview well. I don't know. And then again, no surprise here either. The Jets fired Adam Gase after 2 seasons. That dude is weird. Seeing those press conferences and the memes with him. Did you see the one where he's like deer in the headlights?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, look up the Adam Gase memes. He's a weirdo.
He got fired like immediately after the game, right?
Oh yeah, like last night. Didn't even make it to Monday.
He was the first casualty of Black Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks like Putin. Vladimir Putin.
What?
Look.
You're funny. All right, that's all I got. You got anything else?
You mean as far as...
Anything. Oh, Larry Fitzgerald is retiring. Did you know that?
Really? No, I did
know.
not know that.
I know. He announced that last night, apparently. I just learned it today, too. And the Falcons announced that Matt Schaub is retiring. Their backup quarterback. Matt Schaub. He was like 40.
Matt Schaub. He's been in the league a long time.
I know. This was the first year that we swept the Panthers and
the Falcons.
I know.
Ever?
Hold on.
That can't be right.
We haven't done it since 2007. Swept 2 division opponents.
Yeah. Back since John Gruden. So we've got Chase Young talking some serious crap, saying, Tom Brady, I'm coming.
It's, I'm just, first of all, our offensive line, like, I'm not worried about them whatsoever.
Did you see Chase Young out there? He was playing in a crop top, and I swear to God, he had his jersey tied behind him in like a little girl
This
knots.
offended Ralph's sensibilities so much.
Yeah,
I was
me.
like, okay, boomer.
You're a football player. You shouldn't be out there showing your midriff. I mean, come on now.
I feel like his mom pulling the jersey down.
I wanted to do it. I wanted to go out there. Come on, son. Get your. This ain't a fashion show.
What is he like? I see all this fanfare around him. I don't. Is he like a top draft pick or who was he?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is he? Defensive lineman?
Yeah, defensive end.
Okay.
Or outside linebacker, whatever they play. I think they play.
I know. I'm not worried about them. Maybe we should be. This could be a gotcha game.
Could be. Now they've got a tough defense.
Yeah, but we got a Tom Brady.
They've got. We're going to copy this from that dude we were watching on TV earlier. He said, "When you've got a defense with guys named Sweat, Chase, and what was the other one?
Oh,
come on, Sweat."
I can't remember.
Sweat, Chase. That's not the kind of defense you want to face.
We got a Tom Brady in the playoffs in January. This dude has more wins in January than probably half the league combined.
He has the most wins of any quarterback in history in February. He's got 6. Mm-hmm. The closest is Peyton Manning with 2. How about them apples?
We got the GOAT.
Oh, Payne, Sweat, and Chase.
I mean,
no quarterback wants to face that defensive line. Payne, Sweat, and Chase.
I don't know. I'm just not that scared of Washington.
No, I'm not either.
I'm just not.
Not at all. I mean, their offense is really non-existent. They used to have a really good offensive line. They've been since the late 70s, early 80s. They've always focused on offensive line first, and it seems like they kind of gotten away from that. Really,
Trent do they still get to say that once their quarterback almost lost his leg?
Yeah. They got Sheriff. He's the right guard and all that, but they're just not that intimidating offensive line they used to be, and it doesn't matter. Not against our guys, especially we got to get Barrett back. Barrett will be back, right?
Yeah,
and
he should be back, so long as he still tests negative.
Yeah, we need to put him in a bubble for reals. It's a shame we're not going to have Devin. Devin White.
I know.
Although Kit Minter didn't play too bad from what I could tell. You said he led the team. He had 9 9 sacks. I think it was
9
6
tackles.
solo, 3 combined, so 9 tackles altogether.
Yeah, he didn't do that.
I like Kevin Minter. He doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes back there.
Well, he was a liability in coverage, but so
Right.
was Devin White.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
I mean, I miss Devin. I like Devin. It's not to, if we have the choice between Minter and Devin, we're going with Devin. But
Right.
Minter does the job. Okay, let's look at the schedule. On Saturday, we got 2 NFC games, 1 AFC game. So it starts, this is a super wild card weekend.
Super wild card.
Okay.
Maybe they'll beef up the little cartoon characters more.
Oh, I hope so.
Put a cape on them.
Oh, our game is on NBC, not Fox. Fox has the goofy graphics. Maybe they'll make Jared Goff look buff or something. The AFC game is at 1:05. It's Indianapolis at Buffalo. That'll be a good game.
Who is it? Indianapolis?
At Buffalo. And then the 4:00 game is the Rams at Seattle. And we have the 8:15 game at Washington. Tony Dungy is going to be in the booth.
For our game?
Yep.
I don't think I've ever heard him call a game. Was he going to be color commentary? He's not play-by-play, is he?
Let me look.
Who's he going to be with? Anyhow, that's pretty cool. Tony Dungy.
Oh, no. He was
In word, CBS?
NBC.
NBC?
Oh, Mike Tirico will call the matchup alongside Tony Dungy.
So he's going to be color. Huh, yeah, that's interesting. He does not seem he's going to be very
not a color guy.
very entertaining, that's for sure.
He's like super. I like him though. He reminds me.
he's
He's
great,
like a
but-
nice grandpa. That's what he reminds me.
Right,
of.
but do you want to listen to your grandpa talk for 4 hours?
I don't know. It beats Chris Collinsworth.
This is true. But now you have to admit, we get so worked up listening to Chris Collinsworth. He makes it entertaining because we get so mad at him.
I know. Or we laugh at him for all the double entendres.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, on Sunday, we have the AFC at 1:05, Baltimore at Tennessee. At 4:40, we got Chicago.
Baltimore, Tennessee.
Yes.
Ooh, that'll be a good game. Oh,
Yeah. Why you out of focus?
I don't know. Mm-hmm.
At 4:40, we got Chicago at New Orleans. And then 8:15, Cleveland at Pittsburgh.
So Cleveland's playing Pittsburgh,
Yes.
and the Rams are playing Seattle.
Yes.
That sucks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're division opponents.
I know.
They just got
shake it
finished
up.
playing each other. I mean, Pittsburgh and I can't. Who are the Browns playing?
Pittsburgh.
They just played Pittsburgh.
Like yesterday.
Like,
Right?
yes. And the Rams just played Seattle a week ago.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah.
And they lost.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know. Like, that's got to be fun, though, knocking a division opponent out
Yes.
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
That's the Benny.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Let's knock the Saints out. Now, if we win and Saints win, and
Yeah.
Chicago, let me see. We looked this up.
Yeah.
We need, God, what was it?
So if Seattle beats,
We need Seattle to win.
yeah, if they beat the Rams, then Seattle will play New Orleans and we will play the Packers.
Right. So, yeah, which team do we want to play? Do we want to play the Packers or do we want to play the Saints?
I would rather play the Packers. Even
I'd
though
probably
it's
rather play the
Lambeau.
Bears, have the Bears beat the Saints.
I know. Well, we won't get to play the Bears unless we go pretty deep into it.
You mean when we go pretty deep into it? What podcast are you on?
What?
Good Lord.
I mean, it's 1 week at a time.
Yeah, true enough. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I know.
Don't want to overlook the
Whatever
football
they are.
team. Stupid name. The football team. Do you every time I look at it and it's the Washington football WFT, I always think WTF.
Yeah, me
every
too.
single
Yeah.
time. Because there's all capitalized too.
I know.
So I'm like, what are they upset about? Then I go, oh, it's the football team. And then I got to watch the football team.
Yeah, and I hate their colors too, that red and yellow. I hate it.
Yeah. Looks like Ronald McDonald.
They don't go together. I don't understand who put them together.
We were talking about that last night, that they should change their name to the Ronald McDonalds.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Just spite everyone at this point.
I know. At least they'd probably get free hamburgers and stuff.
Yeah, you could serve it like at the stadium.
The stadium.
Revenue.
Oh my gosh. According to J.C. Cornell on Twitter, he was talking about Tom Brady and Bruce Arians' offense. Mm-hmm. He said Bruce Arians' offense is notoriously difficult for first-year quarterbacks, whether they be veterans, rookies, or whatever. And he said Tom Brady absolutely crushed it. Carson Palmer had 22 interceptions in his first year. Winston had 30. And Brady only ended up with 12? You said 13.
13, including today. Sunday. Let me look. Just to make sure.
Tom Brady has 6 wins in February, 29 wins in January.
Oh, no. He does have 12 interceptions.
Okay.
He's tied for 28th in the league. That's incredible. Way at the bottom.
How do you do that?
Wow. I bet are all the Jameis stands gone?
Don't know.
I think I blocked all of them, so I don't see them.
How many did Aaron Rodgers end up with? 4?
Interceptions?
5? Yeah.
We gave him half.
Yeah, that's right.
He's such a bitch. I can't stand him. I just hate him so much. There are people that feel this way about Tom Brady. It's totally unwarranted, though. Oh, he had 5 interceptions.
5. And we got 2 in one game.
Yes.
So that means other than us, he's only thrown 3 interceptions all year long.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. Tom Brady has 66 wins in December. He don't play around in December.
It makes me nervous for them to go play at Lambeau, but Tom Brady is used to the cold. Like he
This
played
is
in the
true.
cold for years.
This
and
is
a lot
true.
of them have, like JPP. He played in New York all those years.
Oh, JPP. He could play in burning hell or the tundra. He never worried about JPP being affected by anything.
I know.
He's one of those guys, his legs off. He's like, 'tis but a flesh wound.
I know.
Keep me in, coach. All right. So, man, this is crazy, guys. This is crazy. We are going to the playoffs.
I'm so excited.
We talked about it at the beginning of the year, and it's worked out almost exactly like we said. We'd be fighting New Orleans. The Panthers and Atlanta would be fighting for the bottom. Mm-hmm. And we were one game behind New Orleans. One game. If we would have won either one of those games,
upsetting.
We would have had the NFC South. But it didn't work out that way. We're 5th seed. It might work out better. You don't know. There's the old parable about the farmer and the horse. If you never know, you might think something is good now, but it might turn out to be bad later. Something you think is bad now might turn out to be good later. You never know. But I do think we are the best team in the NFC right now going into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Our defense, you can look at Green Bay and say, they're good. Our defense is better than their defense. And we have more weapons on offense than they do. I
know. Good Lord. Okay. Say we're missing Mike Evans. Is anybody worried?
No. Like you said, Mike Evans is out and AB gets 100 yards.
I know.
And Godwin gets 100 yards. Both 2 touchdowns, right? So
4 touchdowns between the 2 of them. Right. And then we still have Gronk, Scotty Miller. I mean,
it's retarded. It's
we'll be fine.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it at all. Mm-mm. We've got so many weapons, and I can guarantee you, we ain't gonna play regular Bruce Arians football going into the playoffs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
guarantee
think
you we're going to
about
see a lot of
that.
different stuff, man. A lot of
And
different
Tom
stuff.
Brady, a lot of collabs going on.
Yeah. I think there's going to be we're going to see quite a few more tricky plays, which is going to make me very happy. I like the tricky plays. And I think our defense is going to do the same thing. We're going to be doing a lot of weird stuff back there. It's the playoffs, man. You got to throw everything at, this is a different beast.
What?
Game film don't mean nothing now. 'Cause
What?
everybody's trying to out trick you and out finagle you. There is no next week. You lose, you're done. So you throw everything. Yeah. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be so much fun.
We
And
might go out.
yeah, we probably will.
Yeah, we haven't watched football. We watched football out one time this year.
We sure haven't, have we?
I know.
Well, Corona will do that.
Yeah.
We can find a place where they allow you to cheer without a mask on.
I know.
No way I'm wearing a mask and screaming at the TV. I'll end up sucking it down my throat. Choke on a damn mask.
They probably will make us.
Oh, there's no way. I can't yell with a mask on. Maybe we won't go out. And we're going in, and we are on fire. I mean, on fire. We're unstoppable on offense. There's no defense in the league that can stop us. Now, the Redskins are, they're top 5 defense. So let's see how they can stop us. Let's see if they can do it. Let's see if they can do it. They're not going to be able to do it. You can't stop us. You could blitz. Who was it? Detroit blitzed us like almost every down. Didn't matter. We scored 40 points. You try to put 8 men in zone. It don't matter. We'll score 40 points. Yeah, we're going to score 40 points on the Redskins. It's going to be up to them to try to match us. And they ain't going to be able to match us.
I know. I feel like they could maybe hold us top 5 defense, maybe 30 points.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. I was like, they'll probably, we'll get 35 points, And maybe even throw an interception, a couple fumbles, whatever. We don't care. We're going to beat you any way we want.
I know.
If we don't beat you in the pass game, we'll beat you in the running game. If we don't beat you in the running game, we'll beat you with our defense. So.
Well, special teams has our vulnerabilities, so.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got to look at their special teams, see if they've got anything going on. But it's Ron Rivera. So, again, I've never liked Ron Rivera as a coach, as far as his scheming and stuff was concerned. For a long time, he was extremely conservative. Remember that? Remember he was.
Oh yeah, they called him Riverboat Ron, and then it just kind of fell off, right?
Well, no, he was very conservative, and then they were like talking about getting rid of him. They were going to fire him, and then he just started doing all this crazy stuff. That's when they started calling him Riverboat Ron.
Oh.
He started like really utilizing Cam Newton as more of a running back.
Oh.
Doing all these trick options and stuff like that. And everybody was just like, ooh, he's so awesome and everything. I'm like, you ain't doing nothing. You just got a big quarterback that ain't scared to go head first into a. I say that, but no, Cam Newton is very scared. But he's not scared of being tackled.
Well, he's scared now because he spent all those years getting the crap beat out of him, I mean, he used his legs and then he got hurt.
Yeah.
So it happens with all running quarterbacks.
Yeah, when I saw him in Seattle not dive for that football, he actually jumped back. And that's what cost him the game. I was like, oh, it's kind of like RG3, same thing. It was like, oh, man, you're not a football player. And ever since then, Cam's been horrible. They broke him. He's too busy worried about his fashion than he is his football. Fashion, if you want to call that fashion, I don't know. I've seen homeless people with better fashion. Maybe
he can advise what's his face and with the crop top in Washington.
Chase. Get Cam Newton to give Chase some fashion advice. Oh, no. Well, you know what Cam would be? He'd be like, no, that crop top needs to be shorter, man. Lift it up. Let's get some underboob going on here. So I'm not worried about it. It's going to be a fun game. It's going to be really fun. And I really hope if we do go out, I hope there's a bunch of Redskins fans out. because they are the funnest to just watch get morally destroyed. They don't take it well.
It happens so often.
All the time, yeah. Yeah, you see them, they just kind of slump over.
And they leave.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
quick
I was going
to
to say
walk out. They're kind of like Steelers fans.
Yeah, they're like, I'm going to take my ball and go home.
Yeah. Take my jersey off in the car.
They,
Come back in.
they go to the bathroom and take it off. So nobody sees them walking out with the Redskins jersey on. It's horrible. And I want also...
You know what? I don't know if I want to take you out because you might get into a fight with somebody.
Yeah, especially if we lose. Oh, man. Oof.
Oof. Call the Uber. We got to go.
We got to fight the Uber. Yeah, so, yeah, you guys be excited about this. This is almost like a bye week. Not really, but it's 5 weeks of below average teams for us. I mean, that's what we're an elite team. I mean, we are an elite team. There's only a few teams in the league. You know, you're talking about Kansas City, Green Bay, New Orleans.
I mean, you even talk about those teams, but they have not, like,
right.
Atlanta held Kansas City to 17 points 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they're not going into the playoffs like we are. I mean, we're on fire. We're on stupid fire. So, yeah, this is going to be. We've gone 4 straight. 5. Did we lose going into the bye week?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 2 weeks of misery.
That's right.
For a week.
So we've won 4 straight. Going to win the next 4 straight. Or is it 3? That's a good way. Okay.
Division championship.
4 straight.
3.
3?
What? Oh, 4 including the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay.
So, you know, it's gonna be so exciting. So exciting. I wish we were playing at RJ. Raymond James Stadium.
I know, me too.
You know, the fans down there, they deserve it, man. You know,
well,
really
they'll get to watch the Super Bowl.
That's right. We're going to have home field advantage in the Super Bowl for the first time ever.
You are just counting those chickens before they hatch.
Dude, I was counting them in January, February.
You were counting them like 3 Januaries ago.
I would count so many chicken eggs. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, be excited, man. Everybody wear your gear to go out there and be proud. Be proud. This is good stuff. Everybody's talking. I've been watching. We turned the network sports on. They're all talking about how great the Buccaneers are and how great Brady is, which is funny because we were talking about doing this, making a video collage of how everybody was a few weeks ago when they were like, you know, they're not using Brady right. It's not enough play action, and you know the defense is playing zone. This is horrible. And who was it? The ex-quarterback. Orlovsky just went off about how. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, we need to hold these people accountable. You can't do that. You know, you can't jump on the bandwagon. No, we ain't gonna let you on.
Not gonna happen.
Nope. Well, if you do, here's what you got to do to make up for it. You got to get like a tattoo on your face of Buccaneers logo,
or you got to wear a Brady jersey for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, there
everywhere.
You go. Yeah, everywhere. That'll do it. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us, guys. Man, we're so excited about this. We want to do something special for the playoffs here, but we haven't figured anything out. But if we do, we'll let you know. I got the game film, got it all recorded up. I'm going to spend tomorrow watching it, so I'll probably have part 1 of the Tiffy out on YouTube. So keep an eye out for that. If you aren't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit that little notification button and all that. You know how it works. Everybody knows how YouTube works now. But if you hit the notification button, then you'll get notified as soon as I put these videos out. You know, because I do them in parts, you know, part 1, part 2. Hopefully this will be at least a 3-parter or a 4-parter. So you'll get that notification. So you'll beat everybody to the punch. You'll know before everybody else. Anything else, babe?
That's all I got.
All right. Guys, we're going to the playoffs.
What?
That's going to wrap it up for us. Till next time.
Go Bucks.